Hello everybody and welcome back to Golden Sun. In the last episode we finally left Vale and we made it out onto the world map. We still have a little bit of tutorial-esque stuff coming up, but that's okay. I'm sure you see that little flashing thing in the bottom left corner. We'll get to that in just a second. In between episodes, though, I did level up slightly up to level 5. Almost level 6. So, yeah. Level 5. I'll go into more detail of all that stuff later. We also got, in the last episode, we got catch beads. I gave them to Garrett, and they allow you to use the synergy catch. In fact, let's fix that. There we go. So, if you want... Oh yes, the screen shaking. Let's go back inside. If you want, you can actually go back into Vale. So if you didn't get the equipment earlier, you can get it now, but it's still not necessary. So don't worry about it if you didn't. There is one thing I want to come get in Vale, and it's not talking to our mother. She will not talk to us, or at least... she will not come out of the house. If you go to the house, she'll say, "Is that Isaac?" And if you say yes, she'll be like, "That's impossible. Isaac said he won't come back until he's done." And if you say no, she'll be like, "I don't want to talk to anyone right now." But we want to come over to this. I already have, I do that every time. I already have catch set to R, so we're going to use catch. And look, we grabbed a nut. I love grabbing nut. Never mind. A nut is basically like a better herb. Yeah. Instead of 50, it replenishes 200, which is much better. I also got some items while level grinding. I got... I think some smoke bombs, but I also got this oil drop, which is basically like a fire spell, which is not really that useful. We're probably gonna sell everything, all those herbs that I got, and the nut, and the smoke bombs, and I don't know. I don't use a lot of items in this game, so we're probably not going to worry about that. But that's all I wanted to come back into Vale for. Vale 4. Never mind. The outside world. This screen is shaking constantly. It is also shaking after the recording, and you probably saw it at the end of the last episode. I don't know why it does this. It's not so bad when you're moving, because you're moving. But it does shake, and that really bugs me, and I don't know how to fix it. So it'll probably be like that for the duration of this playthrough. Well, let's go down here and see what this flashing thing is. Oh, a traveling warrior? And I see you're an adept too. You are just the kind of fighter I've been looking for. Won't you please take me along with you? I am a Venus genie. My name is Flint. I must find my comrades. We were separated from each other when the volcano erupted. Maybe you can help gather my friends together as you travel. If you let me join you, I'll prove to be very beneficial to you adepts. Your synergy will grow stronger, and your adept skills will also improve. You can call on us in battle, or just use our power to boost your own. If you call on many of us at once, our power will work together. What do you think? Will you take me with you? Of course we will. Oh, you'll see. You won't regret it. Alright. I'll go over that in a second. Or rather, Flint will. Now I'll briefly teach you how to use Jinn. I wish I could skip this because it's fairly simple and it'd be faster for me to show you. After bringing a genie into your party, you must set it to somebody. which I've already done. This is happening automatically. I can't do anything here. To give your genie to someone else, move it like this. After choosing who will take the genie, you can set it. Setting a genie changes your attributes and maybe even your class. When your class changes, the synergy you can use may also change. I'll go over that more in a minute. Next, I'll show you how you can use this in battle. Each genie has a different power. Once we are set, you can unleash us to use our power. So let me demonstrate the power of my attack, Isaac. And again, it is doing all this automatically. Here's a zombie. This is something you can randomly meet around here. I fought a few while I was level grinding. And again, this is still all happening on its own. Choose the command to unleash attack. That's all you have to do to unleash a set genie. And it still didn't even kill the zombie. See, when you unleashed me, I attacked with my mighty stone cleaver. That's fantastic. After being unleashed, we Jin will then stand by to be summoned. If you have standby Jin, you can summon even greater powers. See, we Jin can be very useful, can't we? And one more thing. One more thing. Yes. After a genie has been used to summon, it must spend time in recovery. And after we recover, we will set ourselves again and be ready to attack. So we go from set to standby to recovery, and then back to set. This is the simplest way to use us. Did you get all that? Yes. Oh yeah, if you want to learn more about Jin, refer to the help, okay? Yes, yes. Okay, I'll join you now. Thank you very much. Please use this Jin wisely. So this is Flint. He is a Venus Jin, and there are several different kinds. Let's just look at them. I believe there are 8 of each in the game. There's Venus, Mercury, Mars, and Jupiter. And I believe there's 8 of each of them, like I said just a second ago. What we really want to do, if you look when you set them, it actually brings up your stats. It brings up Isaac's HP, PP, and attack power. Also, if you look, we have Quake and Earthquake. Those are both moves that I learned through leveling up. That's not something that the Jin brought along. I just haven't gotten a chance to show it off yet. And you notice that underneath Isaac's portrait, it says Squire. That is your class. Different classes can use different synergies. And if we give it over to Garrett, Garrett would actually change from a guard to a brute if he attached Flint. And it would do random things to his stats. Like HP would go up and attack would go up, but defense would go down, luck would go down, and agility would go up. He would also lose the ability to use Flare and Fire, which are the 2 moves that he knows through leveling up. And he would learn how to use Growth. Growth will be something we will use eventually. It's like an out-of-battle spell. Synergy, I guess. So, but we won't need that. Generally, what you're gonna want to do, and it's pretty obvious who gets what, but you're gonna want to give your characters the Jin that correspond to what element they are. Like Garrett knows fire, so he's basically gonna want Mars Jin on his set to him, because it will only raise his stats. It won't change anything, and it won't decrease anything. It'll just make him better. Isaac will get Venus, and that's all we're gonna worry about for right now. And you want them set pretty much all the time, because that will have your stats increased. When you use the Jin or it's not set, it will decrease your stats, so you have to worry about, or you have to pay attention to that. Like, let me see if I can show it off. Yeah, see, if I use Flint to attack these guys, it will bring my stats back down because he won't be set any longer. So that's not really important right now, but you might want to look at it as we go along. One thing I did notice, it's not that important right now because it still takes both of us to kill one enemy, but if you are both attacking something and it dies before both of you have gotten your turn, you will be put into defend mode. You won't actually just attack the next monster, which is one of the things I hate the most about games. But that's okay. Apparently we got oh, that guy just ran away. That's unfortunate. That's less experience for us. I will be cutting battles eventually, but not yet. A lot of these guys are pretty easy, not a lot of strategy. There was a town down there, and there's also a town up here and a cave up here. I believe where we want to go first is the town to the south. And since we're in a battle now, I'm actually going to show off the synergy. We even learned a new one since last time I looked, so. But we have Quake, and now you can see that Earthquake has extra little things. So, like I was trying to explain before, if you, there aren't enough enemies to show it off really in here, but this could potentially hit 5 different enemies, whereas this one could only hit 3 and this one can only hit 1. So, it's pretty nice. We're just gonna use Spire though, and we'll also show off Fire. I don't use a lot of magic. Later in the game I use it a bit more, but at the beginning it's not really necessary, because everything's pretty easy. But yeah, let's go down to this town. Let's finally do something. And as we come up to the town, we find some people are leaving, I guess. We can't stay another minute in a dangerous place like this. We return to Calais immediately. Calais? Yeah, sure. Master Hammett, this is terrible. The bridge has been destroyed. We cannot continue southward. What? The bridge? This is awful. How are we going to get to Calais now? Master Hammett, I'm worried about leaving Ivan behind. As fond as I am of Ivan, it is his fault my rod was stolen. And his strange powers will aid him in search of the rod. Ivan has strange powers? Huh. We must leave this treacherous place immediately. But to where? Where can we go? We have no choice. We're heading north. We'll wind up in Lunpa if we go north. Lunpa. Yeah. Lunpa. That's what I'm gonna go with. Well, it's better than being smashed by falling rocks here, isn't it? I guess. So I'm not sure why we had to wait outside for that. But that's good to know that if we do in fact need to get to Calais for some reason, which I'm sure we don't because that would be silly, we can't actually get there. I'm sure that won't come into play. Welcome to Vault, the town at the heart of Angara. Well, thank you. What is this? This rock was blown here all the way from the volcano. It looks odd, doesn't it? It sparkles so much. It looks like a gem. Indeed it does. 7 coins. We are rich. If only these rocks were gems, we'd be wealthy. Didn't we just go over that they probably are? Alright. Doesn't matter. Let's check the next house. Actually, let's check this crap. Ooh, this looks like an item shop, too. Let's go in here. Alright. And this just sells the same items as before. And still no artifacts. But I am going to sell stuff that we don't need. And we definitely don't need 9 herbs. I'll keep 2, I guess. And I'm also gonna sell the nut, because it's not really gonna be helpful for us right now anyways. I also have game tickets that'll become useful later. Not really useful, but useful. I'll show off what they do later. You get them from buying stuff, I guess. After you buy a certain amount of items or spend a certain amount of gold or something. I don't know the actual prerequisite for it, but the shopkeeper will give you one of these tickets. I got 2 of them because of all that stuff I bought earlier. Is it just me, or am I missing something? It depends. Is there anything that I can steal from you? Ah, sleep bomb. That must be what you're missing. Ever since the eruption, Grandpa keeps wondering if anything was stolen. He doesn't realize we don't even have anything worth stealing. That's true, that sleep bomb really wasn't worth it. If you could not guess, the sleep bomb casts sleep on the enemies when you use it on them. And as you could probably guess, I don't want it. So we're just gonna sell it immediately. So let's move on. Oh, that guy's up there. I wonder what he's doing. Wasn't the eruption of Mount Aleph incredible? Well, I guess. I was so stricken with terror that I couldn't sleep for days. It's been days? It's not been days. It's been 1 day, remember? We went to sleep and started our journey? Did it take us days to get here? I don't know. My neighbor creeps me out. He always has that smug smirk on his face. Alright. Hey, look, more money. Hey, mister, is it fun to see strange new places? Well, I mean, we've only seen one strange new place, but I suppose it's pretty fun. When I grow up, I want to be an adventurer and sleep in a tent. That's weird. Those fuck. Those travelers left in a big hurry. They look like they were on the run. Did you see them coming in? Yeah, I saw them. No, not Mr. Hammett. It was a group of 2 women and 4 men. Ah, they were quite strange. The young girl and the old man didn't look too happy to be there. But the other ones looked happy? That's strange. Well, here's the inn. Oh yeah, I didn't talk to that one item lady. Well, I'll talk to her later. I'm sure she didn't have anything super important to say. But, I think that's going to do it for this episode. We have made it here to Vault. We're going to figure out, what we need to be doing here in Vault. And we're going to figure out, where, if anyone has any leads, or anything, because apparently, the people we're searching for were in this town at one point recently. Although they did get like a day lead on us, or several days lead on us apparently, according to that girl outside. So, we'll figure out what's going on with that, and we'll continue in the next episode. So, thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day, and goodbye.